already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. Moves up, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Ravens take
And Jackson going to hold on to it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They find some open field here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Slot man moves right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 4 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another 1st, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 44 yards. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there.
Oh, and this is blocked. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Jackson now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with 1 more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson going to run the draw. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got a man open, it's Chase. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, can.
They go play action with Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT.
Back to throw. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he will have the first down. He winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now it's Burrow. That one complete down the field to Smith. A very solid gain of 27.
Gun. Back.
Mixon with a first down carry. Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole.
Here we go.
Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
You got to go score.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
12.
A gain of 2 on the play.
12.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
12. 11, Thomas.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered theirs. That throw is going to keep the...
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. McPherson on for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Jackson. Open man is Flowers. He's got it. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Mixon. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on third and goal.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. There he goes right side. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Edwards. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better.
Here we go.
Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow from his own end zone, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively here, you... But back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They go play action with Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now,
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
On 1, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Well, whatever the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind and grind. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of of scrimmage. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. A chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
I'm one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we go.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
11.
Throwing, Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Here we go.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Eleven MT.
To throw, Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One last shot for Jackson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.